So we had a little bit of an incident with Xena. On Friday, I found her with a package, the torn up like cardboard of a package of one of these Tylenol things. So I spoke with my husband and I asked him if he had seen the box empty in the trash can, and maybe she pulled it out, because she did pull some things out of the trash can. And he said that he found it the day prior, so Thursday, and that he just threw the empty box into the trash can. So I figured, okay, well maybe, we have family members coming in at the house, maybe somebody, they used all Tylenol, and then hopefully, Xena didn't eat it. But we contacted all the family members and everyone we can think of who'd been to the house recently, and nobody had taken any of the Tylenol. So I was able to find this one packet that was left. Basically, I have this little emergency basket that I keep within our bathrooms, and this one, since there's no space on the like countertop space on the sink, I kept that one on the floor. We just usually close the door to the bathroom. But in this instance, it looks like she was able to take it out, and she possibly got a hold of the inside contents of it. So again, I found this one packet left in the basket. So then it brought it down to, there were six caplets that could be within the box, and 4 of them we couldn't account for. So each of these has 2 packets, has 2 like capsules in it. Caplets, yeah, it has 2 caplets in it. So then there would have been 2 that would have been missing, each with 2 in them. So I don't know if the other 2 were in there, if they've been previously used, but we had to kind of assume that she possibly could have got a hold of them. So I called the vet, and she said, the vet tech said that we needed to contact the emergency room and to send her over there. So we did go over there, and they first had to induce vomiting. They weren't able to find anything that way. They just found like carrots and meat and whatnot that she had eaten that day. Then from there, they had to do an x-ray, because it was possible, since I didn't think that she had opened the little package thing, because I tried to like hold it and let her chew on it, and it didn't seem like she was able to pierce it, but they said it's still possible. But they did an x-ray anyway, just to see if maybe it was lodged in there. The edges are really sharp. So the next thing we were really concerned about is she did swallow the whole thing. This could definitely cut her insides. So they did the x-ray, and at first they didn't think that they saw anything, but then they thought that possibly it was at the end of her colon. It could come out when she, goes to the bathroom outside. And so they x-rayed the package to see what the caplets would look like on the screen, and they looked at the x-ray of what the end of her colon looked like, and they thought that they might have seen one of the caplets in there. So they figured that since it was at the end of the colon, that it would just come out into the bathroom. So I haven't seen anything yet. It's possible it came out and we just didn't see it. She hasn't been acting differently at all, but there is Tylenol. It's really toxic to dogs, so there is the risk that it could definitely that could impact their liver. So they had to do some liver function tests, and when it came back, it did show that there was some increased liver enzymes or something like that. It didn't seem like it was super high or anything, but even if it wasn't, they wanted to provide liver support in case something did somehow get stuck in her stomach or stayed in there, or they just didn't want to take the chance. So now she's going to be taking this Denicil. She has to take for 4 months. So it comes in these little tablet things. So she has to take them first thing in the morning, empty stomach. And the other thing that she has to take, I wanted to show on here, is this acetylcysteine. This one freaked me out a little bit when I got it, and I have to do one of her treatments now, because she has to do this 3 times a day. So I figured I'd just show you guys what this looks like and how I prepare it for her so she'll actually eat it. They said that dogs do not like the taste of this, so I tried to mask it however I could. The thing that freaked me out, so we've got this little syringe thing, which I've used plastic syringes before, but never with an actual needle thing. So it just comes out of that's the needle that comes out of it, if you see that. And then we have to twist this onto. So I do not like needles. Like, this really freaks me out. I think I'm gonna accidentally stab myself or something's gonna happen. Although I have gotten a little bit more comfortable with it since I've been using it. And then from there, we have to stick it into here. Again, this part really freaks me out, especially because it is really hard once I am trying to pull this and I have this into this to get this out. So then it has to go to 14 milliliters, which is definitely quite a lot. So I'm gonna pull that so you guys can see what that looks like. And it has to, pretty much has to be upside down, because when I tried to do it the like normal way and pull it out, it wasn't really coming out. So I'm gonna see if it's at 15 or 14. It just has to be one above. So if you guys can see that. And if there's extra, you can just push a little bit in. All right, so I got that out. So if you can see, it's at the 14 for like the black spot, kind of like a meniscus. So I take that out, put it right. And then what I do, I mix it up with some peanut butter. So I just spray it right into her dog bowl. And just be careful, because the first couple of times I did it, it splashed, and you want to make sure that your pup has as much of the liquid as possible, all of it if possible. So definitely getting that in there. And they give a different needle for each time. A couple of times the needle hit the peanut butter. Definitely don't want to be sticking that back into the thing. And I take this back out when I dispose of it. I put it back in the plastic thing, and then I put it back in here, and that's how I throw it away in the garbage. So just like that. And then for the peanut butter, at first I put peanut butter and I put a couple of treats in there because I wasn't sure how much masking it was going to need. So I'll usually do about that much peanut butter, however much that is. I'm not exactly measuring it out, I'm just approximately doing it. And then I'll put it in here, and then I kind of mix it around in the liquid. So it makes almost like a soup. They said that you could also use broth. I noticed that if you ever go to Starbucks in the drive-thru and you have your dog with you, they can give you a little, what's called a puppuccino. It's like just whipped cream, but dogs can have it. So one of the days I put the liquid into the puppuccino, and she liked that just fine. So I've done that. I also did one with some like pumpkin. I had like a pumpkin hummus or some sort of pumpkin thing that I mixed it with, and that was fine. So mix it up as much as I can. Maybe do like some meat juices if you have some of that. And so she's going for a walk right now, but when she comes back, she'll be eating that, no problem. Now this one, she's only gonna take until it runs out. There's about 100 milliliters in there. She's doing 14 milliliters at a time. She should run out of this. I think tomorrow morning will be the end of it. And then so she'll take it. She takes it in the morning, afternoon, and evening. And the other one she just does first thing in the morning, and she'll be doing that for 4 months. Now, as follow-up, I have to do tomorrow. We have to go get her liver function test done again, and then so that's like 2 days after. 2 days? Was it Friday? Saturday, Sunday. Well, they're not open today, so we have to go tomorrow to do the liver function testing, and then we have to go another week to test the liver function test again. So that's what we have to do for follow-up. Hopefully, she'll be doing okay. And cost-wise, you definitely you don't want this to. First of all, the safety is the #1 priority of my pup. So pretty much whatever it costs, we're gonna take care of it, because we want our dog to live a long, healthy life, and we love her. She's like our child. But if you're wondering how it went with cost-wise, since right now we don't have our pet insurance, we're still trying to get that figured out. It was $650 so far, so that includes the emergency room visit. So the most expensive things were the emergency room flat visit, which was like $128, and then each of the prescriptions were over $100 each of them. So those were the top expenses. Then they did the x-ray, and some of the other things, inducing the vomiting, and the other items that they had to do, blood work. But the most expensive were the prescriptions and the actual just flat fee visit for just going to the emergency room. So I'm not sure what it's going to cost as far as the next blood work and then the following blood work. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. We're doing that at our regular veterinary clinic. So I might have, you know, put something in the comments or something like that about that as a follow-up. But otherwise, we're just really, really happy and lucky and blessed that our pup is doing okay. I was really concerned because potentially if she did consume those packets, it could have been up to 2,000 milligrams of the extra strength Tylenol. So I learned my lesson for putting the baskets on the floor. Now I'm gonna make sure I keep it up high, but even that's scary because she's getting bigger and she's able to kind of get around a lot more and reach higher. So I still have to be really careful about what I'm putting these, where I'm putting these things. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on for right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update on that and to warn you to make sure you keep your Tylenol away as far as you can. So yeah, anyway, keep subscribing and liking for more videos, and we'll give you more updates. Bye.